All right, picture this. You're on a routine thrift store adventure when you stumble upon not one, but two massive, rare G.I. Joe vehicles in the same week. Sounds like a collector's dream, right? Well, coming up in this episode, not only am I going to reveal what those vehicles were, but I'm also going to tell you how it happened. Hey, what's up? It's your boy Burf, and it's 5 Thrift Store Friday! Yes, it's 5 Thrift Store Friday, the happiest day of the week. And in this episode, not only did I score those incredible G.I. Joe vehicles, but I also stumbled upon a bag full of iconic 80s toys that were almost hidden from view. Plus, I got a King Kong figure that's going to blow your mind and some nostalgic 80s and 90s watches that I snagged for next to nothing. I'm excited. I hope you're excited too. If you are, hit that like button and let's roll out.
Straight out of the thrift store, looking for toys galore. My name is Burf and this is my turf. I'm straight out of the thrift store.
Check this out, Masterpiece Comics, where classics and cartoons collide. Oh, let's take a look. What do we got in here? Oh, that is cool, man. Hell yeah, what do they want for that, I wonder? Oh, it's kind of beat up there. $1.99? All right, I'll get that for $1.99. That's worth it. Oh, it's got a little grime there in the corner. Maybe I can clean that up. Saw this VHS. I don't think I have this one. So I'm gonna get that, and then this little Superman, like Mickey D's toy or something, or Burger King. Oh, it looks like it's never been used. You gotta pull that tag out. I wonder if this all lights up. We'll have to check it when I get back to the bunker. You know, I don't know. I'm thinking I might change my mind on that. This is like kind of gnarly. I don't know. I'm having second thoughts on the comic book because it's like, I mean, it's cool, but I've got a ton of comics at home I've never even read, you know? And this is all like kind of gross. So, all right, I think I'm just gonna get soups. Oh, look at this. This is fun. It's like a tent. It's a 2-in-1 tent. What does that mean? It's 2-in-1. You get 2 tents in one tent? Or it fits 2 people. Oh, that's neat.
That TMNT tent thing was kind of cool. I was like this close to getting it. If it had been the older Turtles, you know, not the newer ones, I probably would have picked it up. I was thinking like, man, I could set that up in the bunker and camp out one night and watch movies and play video games in here and stuff like that. Anyway, I passed on it, but I did get this little like Superman thing, whatever. Anyway, I thought it was cool. Let's take a look at it. How such simple, small things can bring so much joy to your life. This thing is awesome. Like, it looks really cool, all lit up. It's got the, I'm just using the light underneath the turntable here. I don't know what this is. I mean, I thought maybe it was like a candy dispenser or something like that when I first saw it, but it's not. I think it's just like a Burger King or Mickey D's toy that when you press that little button on the back, he's supposed to light up all cool like this. But unfortunately, the battery isn't working, but he's just gonna go on display right here in the bunker. All right, up next, we're gonna head off to Thrift Giant Old Thrifty Pants to see what kind of goodies they got.
Look, they got this shelf back again. Those are the pirate and the ninja figures. I picked up some of these a little while back, not here, but at another store. What do we got in here? We got some dinos. Oh, look at this. We got some bendables. We've got Batman. What do they want for that? $3.99. We've got Flash, and we've got soups. Looks like we got some Transformers, some Mutant Mayhem Turtles, Princess Leia. And maybe these. I'm gonna pick these up, carry them around just so nobody else takes them, but I might grab those. I have these, but I don't have them on the cards. What else do we got? We got some Imaginext figures in here. Doesn't look like anything significant. Let's go check the shelves. I got that cool lunchbox though. Okay, let's see. What do we got? That robot is pretty awesome looking. Got some dinos, like a Viking ship. There's a big old Tonka truck. Ooh, we got some fun jacks. Dino. I didn't even see this dude. This guy's kind of neat looking. This dude is pretty cool. I mean, he's a modern toy, but he's bulky. He is, you know, well put together. Like, it's not like cheap plastic by any means. Looks like he probably turns into a tank or something like that, maybe? You know, I'm not a big Flash guy. I do like Batman, but don't really need that. But this Superman one is pretty cool, so I think I'm just gonna pick this up just for my own personal collection. Oh, look at this guy. I found this guy several years back, maybe 3 or 4 years ago, at Grace Bridge Resale. I don't know if it's supposed to go to the Flintstones, Little Tykes. I guess, like, yeah, maybe not the Flintstones. I don't know. But it reminded me of, like, Fred's Brontosaurus at the construction site, you know, where he worked. So I don't know what I want for this guy. $4.99. I've got him in storage, but I don't know. Maybe I should get another one. Well, he recently resold for $15, but someone also paid $15 shipping on him as well. So they paid like $30 for him. Just wondering if I should get him and then put one of my Fred Flintstones in one and put Barney in the other. Oh, look at this Batman vehicle. Oh, that's kind of neat. Man, I'm finding all kinds of Superman stuff today. Here's a Superman Lego clock. I wonder if he still works. Probably just needs batteries. Oh, look, we got an Atari flashback, but for $69.96. That's a bit ridiculous. Oh, check out this little thing, man. I just looked it up. It's listed as like a Stafford teapot. Although there's nowhere where you could actually pull tea out of it. But that is neat, man. This thing like sold for $35 recently. They want $3 for it. I think it's kind of cool. I'm just gonna pick it up just because it's neat. I've never seen anything like that. Oh, check this out. They must have picked up some overstock somewhere. It's all the same figure. Oh, they got a wall of bags now? All right, that's cool. Let me put this down over here. Let's see, is there anything fun or cool here? Any vintage toys we can get our grubby little hands on? Those kind of look like those Trash Gang characters. We just saw that vehicle. Let's see here. Nothing in there that I would. There's like a die-cast Luke Skywalker. Here's some wrestling figures. Is that a Spider-Man in there? Oh yeah. I went $8.99 for the bag though. Holy cow. That might be a cool Spider-Man. There's an Iron Man. Yeah, there's definitely $8 worth of stuff in here for sure. I could always sell some of the other stuff and keep the Spider-Man. Here's some turtles, but they're like newer turtles. Oh, look at this. There's a vintage toy. Jake the Snake, man. What do they want? $6.99 for the bag. Dang. I already got him, so I don't really need to spend $6.99 on him. Because I really don't want anything else in here. I like how they put the good stuff in with the garbage so they can get rid of all their garbage because you might want that one toy. What do we got down here? Some more Marvel figures. Those figures are kind of neat. I've seen them at Target and stuff like that. All right, anything else? We're gonna go check the shelves here in a minute. Maybe they got some vintage toys laying out that we don't have to drop $7, $6, $8 just to get one figure. Well, it looks like the Spider-Man alone is selling for 20 bucks. There's definitely some other figures in here I could probably sell to get my money back, and then some a little bit. All right, I might drop the $8.99 on this. I'm gonna think about it. Oh, look at this. Look at all these micro machines. And only $5 for the bag. Oh man, that is awesome. Super cool, dude. Oh, look at this little Spider-Man. They even have a Grogu on the shelf over here amongst all the little knickknacks and stuff like that. Home decor stuff. Now check this out. I just found this big bag of marbles over here in the book section. And look at the size of that Great Masher. Holy cow, that thing is huge. I want $2.99 for the bag, so I'm gonna get it.
Yeah, buddy. That's what I'm talking about, man. A bag full of nostalgia. I got a bag full of micro machines, trucks, cars, planes. And what's awesome is that, I don't know, maybe 3 weeks ago, I found a big box full of micro machine play sets. So I was needing more vehicles to go with all those play sets. And the thrift store produced, man. This is why I thrift. You know, I get this stuff like dirt cheap, like dozens of micro machines for like $5, whatever. You can't beat it, man. Let's do a little show and tell. Again, with the small items that bring so much joy. I don't know. I just thought this thing was super cool. I mean, it's reselling for like 35 bucks, so it has a little value to it, but I couldn't pass it up. There was just something about it. I don't know. Maybe just it reminded me of like Indiana Jones type of stuff or something, you know. It's supposed to be some sort of like little miniature teapot. It's all hollowed out inside, so you could put like water in it. I thought maybe the camel would have like a hole in his mouth where liquid could pour out, but that is not the case. But anyway, I got it just for me, so here it is. So I ended up picking up more Superman stuff. We got this cool little Lego Superman clock. And I also picked up this really awesome Superman bendy fig. So I actually have a lot of those figures loose. I've found them in thrift stores over the years, but I don't have any of them on card. And I could have picked up a few more. I just didn't want to spend the money on all of them. Superman, out of all of those, was ones that you saw earlier at the store, is probably my favorite one of the bunch. So I picked him up, and how cool does he look, man? He looks super cool. I also picked up, oh my God, like how epic is this haul? Talk about a bag of nostalgia, man. There are 48 vehicles here, of which I think 45 or 46 of them are actual micro machines. Like I don't think these two in the back are. I don't think that orange one is. It might be, but it looks a little bigger than some of them. But man, I am so stoked over this, especially since I recently found all those micro machine play sets. I definitely needed more vehicles. I had thought about going on eBay and buying some, but now I don't need to because I got a shit ton of them right here. All right, so I picked up some fun stuff here at Thrift Giant, old Thrifty Pants, man. I'm super excited for that. Very jazzed up over the micro machines. I did end up passing on those marbles. I know I said I was gonna get them. I do that a lot, by the way. If you're new to the channel, you'll hear me say, hey, I'm gonna pick this up, and then I end up not getting it. And sometimes I do pick up stuff and then I just forget to include it in the show and tell as well, like I did last week. So anyway, we are headed off to Big Texas Thrift next to see if we can score some more vintage goodies over there.
What's this? The Adventures of Superman. Oh, it's the old TV show from like maybe the 1950s or 60s. I was just looking at the CDs and they're kind of scratched. They're not like super bad. I'm just afraid though that the stuff will skip, you know? That one's okay. Well, there's like a big gash out there on the edge. I don't know. I might pass on them. Now that is an interesting looking dragon. I have no idea what that goes to, but he is pretty cool. But they want like $6.49 for him, so I'm gonna have to think about it. Look at this bullshit. $10.49 for these 3 figures. And this one even has a broken arm. It's not only just broken, it's not even in the bag. Yeah, look at this insanity. We got a Hulk and a Chewbacca for $8.49. We got these 2 crappy figures for $10.49. That's crazy. Well, it turns out this is 1996 Hasbro, and it's from the movie Dragonheart. So I guess I'll probably pick it up because I saw he recently sold for about 20 bucks. And these look like knockoff Power Rangers. Kind of interesting. It's kind of a cool looking Darth Vader, and then whoever this guy is looks like Matt Damon. Not for $8.49 though. I don't know, maybe that Vader's actually worth more than that, but I ain't paying that price. Oh, looky, it's our boy Buzz. And then we've got Woody in there with his hat. We've got Bullet, I think that's his name, right? Bullet. Oh, we got some Santa Claus, Rudolph the Red-Nosed Reindeer plush, old Cornelius. Oh, look at that, a G.I. Joe VHS. Looks like it's actually in Spanish. That is super cool. Let's see, is there any more like that? Hot Shots. What's this right here? Pro Stars, Short John's Revenge. Looks like Michael Jordan. All right, I'm gonna pick that up too. Senorita Justice. All right. Wow, look at that. Swatch watches. Wonder why the difference in price. That one's actually broken. That one's only $18.99. All right, I'm gonna get that, I think. That is so cool. The only difference is that I think this one's a little bit more vibrant than this one. But other than that, it's the same watch, but one's only 19 and the other is like almost 40. Okay, all the blue tags are 25% off, and these are blue tags. I was thinking about just getting both of them and then maybe just trying to resell one of them because they're going for some good money.
Oh my God, who remembers swatches? Swatches, man. They were all the rage in like the late 80s, early 90s. I never actually owned one, but a lot of my friends had them. And I always thought they were really cool. They were so, a lot of them were just very vibrant in colors. But I own one now. Now, the downside is these swatch bands were pretty brittle. One of them was already broken, and then the other one, I pulled it out of its case and I put it on my wrist and it snapped. So I have them both listed up on eBay right now for sale, but I'm thinking about taking one of them down and just keeping one and then just trying to sell the other one. But I don't know. We'll see what happens. But let's take a look at this, these swatches, and then some of the other things I picked up here at Texas Thrift. It's just kind of a Superman day, lots of Superman stuff. I got these DVD. Well, I didn't get them, but the DVDs were here at the store. I ended up passing on them, but yeah, I'm just surprised at all the Superman stuff I'm seeing. Well, here's some VHS. You don't see that often. A Spanish version of G.I. Joe. And then I got this interesting VHS, the Pro Stars. It's got Wayne Gretzky, Bo Jackson and Michael Jordan, living legends at the time. So I guess there was a whole cartoon series maybe with them. This one's called Short John's Revenge. But anyway, you know, I've got quite a large cartoon VHS collection of cartoons going right now. I'll have to give you guys a tour of that sometime. But yeah, really awesome to find these in the thrift store. And then I picked up this dude. I had no idea what he went to. I thought he looked pretty awesome though. When I looked him up, it turns out he's from a line called Dragonheart, which there was a movie like in the 1990s. And I guess they made a toy line based off of that. He's pretty neat because he actually has like a little gimmick. So he has like his back foot acts like a trigger, and you can squeeze his leg back and make him fly, which is actually kind of like the perfect place to have that versus having like a button up here. You know, you can just grab his leg and make him fly. So anyway, he is really, really cool. I don't have any Dragonheart figures that I'm aware of, so I might have to order maybe one or two, maybe get another dragon, have a good guy and a bad guy. I don't even know if this is a good guy or a bad guy, to be honest with you. Like, you guys can let me know in the comments below. Is this a good dragon or a bad dragon? So the last thing I picked up on my way out the door, I happened to look over at the glass case and I saw these swatches sitting there, and I was like, oh my God, are those swatches? I've never found a swatch in a thrift store. This is the first time. And I looked them up and they're selling for really good money, but you can see the bands on these ones are really brittle. This one's all busted up. This one I tried to glue back together. You can kind of see the glue line there. And when I put it on my wrist, it snapped. So the bands are definitely going to need replaced. They're going to need new bands, but I don't know. I think it's a cool thrift store find. It's just something you don't see all that often. And like I said, this was all the rage back in the day. And I think I'm going to end up keeping this one, and I'm going to try and sell that one and maybe get some money back on it. But I got them 25% off. They had yellow tags that day, and everything in the store with a yellow tag was 25% off. So I think I got a decent deal. All right, gang, it's time to go hit up the Goody Wheel. What you got for me today, Goody Wheel? What you got for me today? Oh, here's one of those B slabs. What do they want for him? $329. Yeah, that's more reasonable. $849 or whatever that was for that other Green Goblin thing is crazy. Oh, look at this truck. The Trash Pack Gang or Bunch or whatever they're called. Is it missing? Yeah, it's missing the door right there. That's cool. I saw where it's selling for like 30 bucks on eBay, but it's also got both doors. Man, if it had both doors, I would totally get that. That is fun, man. It's very cool. I like how vibrant the colors are. It reminds me of like 1990s toys. Oh wow, check that out. That is from the toy line Gargoyles. What do they want for that? $329? Man, I've got a bunch of Gargoyles. Matter of fact, my friend Trent actually sent me, Trent Udi. Trent, if you're watching, I now have a vehicle for the Gargoyles. He sent me a bunch of Gargoyles a while back. That's awesome. Oh, look who's just chilling out here in the game section. Sonic the Hedgehog. Oh, they want $2.99 for him. I don't know. I might get him. He's kind of cool. Oh, look at this. Outdoor horseshoes. Horseshoes is fun. I always enjoyed playing horseshoes. Oh, but look, I guess because they're made out of rubber, you can play indoor or outdoor. Oh, I got some more Sonic over here, like a little Pez dispenser. Obi-Wan. Oh, look, another Sonic. This Betty Boop bottle topper is kind of fun. It's cute. What do they want for that? $1.99. I don't know. Might grab that. Check this out. It's a Indiana Jones DVD adventure game. So it's a great game for your TV.
So they only want $1.99 for it. Looks like it's got some pen marks on it, but that's okay. I opened it up, I counted all the pieces, and everything is here. How cool is that? So we got 24 temple tiles, 1 Hall of Ancestor start tile, 4 plastic Indiana Jones figures. We've got 1 DVD. We have 1 8-sided die, and then we've got 31 gold coins, which is this stack right here. And then we've got 5 cardboard medallions, which are those ones. We've got 3 plastic relics. We got the boulders, and then we've got 40 fortune and glory cards. So yeah, everything's there. I'm gonna pick it up for $1.99. It's kind of a cool little game. Can't wait to play it. Oh my God, are you kidding me? It's a G.I. Joe Saratoga. It's not the flag, but it's the only other aircraft carrier in the line. Wow, that is cool. This little mechanism here isn't working. Oh, there it goes, yeah. Does it have the radar on the back? Oh yeah, totally. That is awesome. It sounds like it's got stuff on the inside of it. I don't know what would be in there. It'd be cool if there were some actual action figures in there. And I have no idea what they want on this bad boy because there's no sticker on it, but hopefully it's a decent price. That is a pretty cool Hot Wheels play set. It kind of looks older. I don't know if it is or not, but it kind of looks old school just from the logo up here, you know? Interesting. Here's some bags of Lego. I don't know if I want to spend my time on those though. Yeah, I got some minifigures in there. I think we went $4.99 a bag, yeah. I think I'll pass on that. Well, maybe I should have gotten that TMNT tent earlier. I could have gone on a fishing / camping trip with this TMNT fishing pole. Wow, look at this. That is cool. Oh my God, this thing just sold for $128 on eBay. They want $6 for it.
Damn! Oh my God, this G.I. Joe Saratoga aircraft carrier. Epic find, man. Now, it's not worth near as much as the USS Flag is, and it's not near as cool as the USS Flag, but I've never come across one. In fact, what's crazy about this is that not only did I find this at the Goodie Wheel, but a couple days earlier, my friend Teresa was at Thrift Giant, and she sent me a text message and said, hey, I just found this G.I. Joe aircraft carrier. They want like $5.99 for it or something like that. Do you want it? And I was like, hell yeah. So I ended up getting it off of Teresa, and then a couple of days later, I found one myself at the Goodie Wheel. I mean, what are the chances of that? Isn't that crazy? It's kind of crazy. I mean, I've never come across one ever in the 5 years that I've been making these YouTube videos, or even in years prior when I was, in and out of the thrift stores here and there. Never came across one. And then I find 2 in the same week. Absolutely epic. So because of that, one of them is going to go up on Facebook Marketplace for sale, and then the other one is just going to stay right here in my collection. So let's take a little closer look at this thing. Shoop boop be doop, Betty boop. I could not resist this little cutie. Check her out. She's got all these silver coins. She's stacking Benjamins, baby. How awesome. She's some sort of bottle topper. You can see there's a little hole in the back of her head, where the straw would go. So I don't really know how old it is. It could be, something that was made like a year ago for all I know, but I thought it would just make for a cool little like table topper display piece. And I mean, honestly, who can resist Betty Boop? Now check this dude out. I found this Gargoyles Night Striker vehicle. I think it's incomplete. I don't think it has everything, but I actually came across one of these last year sometime at a place called Thrift Town, but it was missing like these pieces right here. And I think one of the handlebars was broken on it. So I ended up just like passing on it. But this is a pretty cool piece. And like I said, my friend Trent Udi sent me a bunch of gargoyle figures. I pulled one of them out of the box here just to kind of display it with the vehicle. It looks pretty awesome. And the Gargoyles line is a fun line. It's not one that I collected. I was out of toys by the time Gargoyles came around in the 90s. You know, my era of toys is really like the 1980s. Maybe like 90, 91 at the latest. But by that point in time, like you get in 92, 93, 94, like I was way more into hunting and sports and chasing after girls and things like that, you know. But yeah, what a awesome piece to find in a thrift store. I also managed to grab this Sonic the Hedgehog figure. I have no interest in keeping him. I simply got him to list him up on eBay and make a few extra bucks, but he's pretty cool to look at. It's an awesome looking figure. It's well put together. I also got this Indiana Jones DVD board game. It was $1.99. I couldn't pass it up for that. I mean, it looks like it would be a lot of fun. I'll have to give it a go and maybe see if the girls want to play a round or two with me. All the games that I buy, I try to play them at least once, but that doesn't always work out either. But yeah, it's pretty cool, and I love anything Indiana Jones. And then, holy shite. Talk about getting jazzed up, man. Look at this, the G.I. Joe Saratoga. You know my motto, guys, no Joe left behind. So I could not pass this up. And if you remember, I kind of rattled it around in the store wondering what was on the inside. Well, it turns out this, I guess, Sky Striker, I guess it's supposed to be, was on the inside. There was also these little like missiles over here, these bombs. And this thing does work. So we're going to turn it on here in just a second. And I'm going to give you a demonstration of it. Now over here, we've got like the radar and the little gears and stuff like that. So it actually moves. You can make it go forward. You can make it go in reverse. It actually makes sounds when it does that. And then the radar on actually causes these little radar devices up here to actually move around. So let's try it out. All right, gang, check this out. So over here, we've got the bridge or the command center. So this is where the Admiral would be at, watching the waters and making sure, watching the radar, making sure that there are no Cobra foes in the area. And of course, he's going to use some radar for that. So we've got our radar devices up here. So all you got to do is just flip this little switch right here. And you can see the radars move around in circles. It's pretty loud, but check that out. The radar screen even flashes with a light. Pretty awesome. And then we've got the forward and backward gear shift here. So let's back her up. And then we'll send her forward. How cool is that, man? That is awesome. So pumped to have this in my collection. All right, gang, here we are. Last store of the day, Thrift Giant. Yes, we're heading back to another Thrift Giant. We've got a few big chains of thrift stores here in Dallas, Fort Worth. Obviously, there's the Goody Will, but we've got Texas Thrift. I think there's like 4 or 5 locations of that. And then we've got Thrift Giant, which I don't know, there's like a dozen locations of that. But we're heading off to Thrift Giant. In fact, it's the same Thrift Giant that Teresa found the Saratoga in. And wait until you see what I found here.
Well, check him out, man. Isn't that a unique looking King Kong, dude? Oh, it looks like he like pounds his chest. He's got a little lever here in the back. Oh, he takes batteries, okay. Yeah, I'm totally getting that. He's got like a rubber head, hard plastic body. I freaking love that, dude. For $3.99, hell yeah. Oh, look at this. We got some Barbies over here. Happy Holidays Barbie. That's a pretty Barbie. Oh, look at that one. Marilyn Monroe. What do they want for that? $30 for that. Damn. I don't know. I'd have to look it up to see how much it's worth. What's this one here? Evening Star Princess Barbie. And then we've got another one of these. And then we got like the Nutcracker. No, it's the Plum Fairy. And then what's this one here? Skating Dream Barbie. What's this thing? Oh, that's one of those Cabbage Patch Kid thingies. Yeah, this Maryland doll is only selling for like $20 to $30. So they want $30 for it. Definitely not worth it, but it is a good looking doll. Maybe I should pick these up for Carson. Carson. He likes dolls. He likes girls' toys. Man, they want $10 for this thing, and you can buy it on eBay for about $10 to $15 plus shipping. I'm not gonna get it. It's just kind of creepy looking, and I have enough Cabbage Patch Kids. I've got two. I got a boy and a girl. I don't really need any more. Got some Funko Pops, Mobius. We got Farah, and then we've got this Zuckles character who's kind of creepy looking. Oh, look, it's a Rock'em and Sock'em robot of Superman. Oh, and here's the Batman. All right, we got to reunite these two. All right, there we go. Now they're ready to duke it out. Oh, look at this guy. Wow. That is a cool looking dragon. Definitely not going to get that, but that is cool. And then we got a big ass creepy spider. Oh, looks like he might actually crawl. Let's see, what do we got down here? Oh, look at that. One of my vintage Toy Mafia members just found this exact one, I think. Can't remember who it was. We got some Star Wars, some Power of the Force. $3.99 for the 2-pack. That's a cool Luke Skywalker. That's from Attack of the Clone Wars, I think. Well, it says Return of the Jedi, but I mean, like, it has the Attack of the Clone Wars packaging from like the early 2000s. Yeah, as cool as it is to find some semi-vintage Star Wars figures in a thrift store, I'm not gonna get these guys. It's $3.99 for the 2-pack. This guy's selling for like $10, but this bubble's also damaged, so he's probably like a $5 figure. But anyway, I'll leave him here for a Star Wars fan. I don't really see the Beyblades too often in the packaging, but it looks like this is selling for about $10. I don't even see a price on it anywhere. Is there a price on it? No, there's not. So they probably wouldn't even sell it to me at the front, but I really don't want it anyway. Check this out. That's a nice binder. Oh, it's like a trading card holder or something, right? Yeah, for, what do they want, $2.99 for that? That's pretty nice for $2.99. Oh, check that out. Somebody dumped their Garfield collection, man. This one definitely has some sun fading on it. $5 for that. What's this one here? Stuck on You. It's kind of a cute one. And then there's this one here. I guess maybe you could put like a photo in there, huh? What do they want for that one? $6.99. I may pick up these two right here. I'm not gonna get this one just because it's so sun faded. Oh, look at this. It's another Garfield. That's cool. What do they want for the bag? $2.29. All right, I'll grab him for $2.29. Okay, so we found quite a few things here at Thrift Giant. Let's take a closer look at them.
All right, so I did pick up the Garfield plush. I picked up a couple of them. This one I did not have in my collection, and he's a pretty big dude. I'd say he's probably 14 to 15 inches tall, and definitely a fat cat. He's got some beef to him. But yeah, I love Garfield. I don't love Garfield as much as I love Heathcliff. Heathcliff is my boy, but I definitely like Garfield. I've got very fond memories of Garfield when I was a kid. And this was the other Garfield plush. So there were two of them that were like this. The other one was like really sun faded, so I just left him on the shelf. This is like one of those Garfields. He's got the suction cup, so you like stick them on your car window, but he's got this little pin on the back that says "stuck on you." A little play on words there, you know, because he's like stuck to your window on your car. But yeah, again, just a cool little plush. And finally, the last Garfield plush I picked up was this cute little dude. He was practically suffocating in that bag, but I rescued him. So he is just another awesome Garfield plush that will go into my awesome Garfield plush collection. Even though I have not seen this movie, The Batman, I think I heard mixed reviews on it. Some said it was good, some said it was really crappy, some said it was woke. I don't know, but I haven't seen it. So you guys can let me know in the comments below if it's worth watching. But this collector's case is pretty awesome. So it holds your trading cards. So I guess they must have made trading cards for this movie. I'm gonna look into it and see about maybe getting some and see if I can fill up these sleeves. Regardless, it's pretty cool, and if I ever decide to sell it, it's like brand new. So I only paid $3 for it, so I should be able to make a little cash on it, little kickity cash if I want to. So we'll see. And then the final score of the day was this 2005 Playmates Universal Studios King Kong. This thing is awesome, man. I love me a good King Kong figure. Now, when I first saw him, I thought he might have been a bootleg, just by the way he looked with like this rubber head and the body. I don't know, there was just something that looked bootleggish to me about him. But when I looked at the bottom of his feet, there was a stamp that said Playmates Universal Studios 2005. So like I said, I love me a good King Kong figure, and this one's pretty awesome because he actually does make sound, and he's got a little gimmick here in the back where you move that lever back and forth and his fists pound his chest while he growls. It's pretty awesome. I'll demonstrate it here in a minute, but you can also press on his chest. How cool is that? Okay, so I am gonna demonstrate the lever. I'm gonna have to get Nicole to record for me because I'm gonna need both hands for this one. Oh, look, oh, he's getting fired up again. He's getting fired up again. Okay, so like I said, he's got this little lever in the back, and if you move it back and forth, he pounds his chest and he growls. So check this out. Let's kind of put his arms more in like this real quick.
I'm so scared. Ooh, you look scary.
He's a big scary.
Big scary. Oh, did you hold yourself?
All right, gang, well, that's all I got for you on this 5 Thrift Store Friday. I hope you enjoyed watching this video as much as I enjoyed making it for you. I also want to wish you a happy 4th of July. I hope you got lots of fun festivities and lots of good food that you and the family will be partaking in today, celebrating America's independence. Also, if you enjoyed the episode, hit the like button. It helps me out. It helps my channel grow. And if you're new to the channel, hit the subscribe button. I got a lot more great adventures coming your way. In fact, if you want to watch more videos just like this, you can start binge watching some of them over the long weekend, and you can start with this next video.